I am here again with another top 10 things. And this will be basically top 10 picks of things and creative ways that you can basically do on your first date. Some of them is, explainable. Some of them you guys already know. And others are definitely ways you can be more creative without having to spend a lot of money. So, number one for my top 10 date picks. Date picks. The restaurants. Number one is you can't go wrong with restaurants, especially on your first date, but you want to pick a place that doesn't have too much chaos, too much activity going on. It's not too loud. I would save something like that for date number 3 because at least at that point, you know the person is attracted to you, find you endearing, wants to get to know you more. So that gives you the opportunity to lean in closer, get to talk to them and touch them and things like that. The next one, of course, would be taking a romantic walk. Taking a romantic walk after any date, you can't go wrong with that. It's basically that you guys are having more conversations, and you can also have conversations off of the top 10 things that you should be talking about when you're getting to know someone on my top 10 list. That gives you the time to unwind, reflect on your date, and then possibly try to set up date number 2, 3, 4. The next one is a park. You can never go wrong with a park, especially in a place like New York. Oh, I love the parks in New York. And cities like Atlanta, places like Florida and things. It's always fun, especially when you bring a blanket, bring a nice poetry book or a nice magazines. Even if you guys are not talking to each other, you can lay back and relax. But if you're not talking to each other and you guys are just reading, that's a good thing you guys can do after date number 3 and 4 because you guys already know each other a little bit. But I would say something where you're trying to show your little romantic side, you would basically bring your little, books of poems or things that, can ignite a good conversation over over a good walk at the park or, having a blanket laid out, having a conversation under a tree, things like that. Very sweet, very romantic. And trust me, it's very memorable when it comes to dealing with a woman because not a lot of guys really do it. And number 3, coffee shop. This is something that always stands out to me because it's cool. If you don't necessarily have to have coffee. You can have tea. You can have whatever they have there. You can have, briskets or whatever you want to snack on there, a little sandwich or whatever. But the good thing about coffee shops is they have magazines, they have books. So you guys can actually chill, have small conversations, read up on a few things, talk about it, get a little closer and, look at each other, work on that, eye contact thing. And it doesn't hurt. I can say a lot of my best dates actually happened at a coffee shop, but when it's a situation where you're just chilling and reading and doing your own thing, but then connecting later on in the store or in the shop, that's something you do after your date number 5 and 6. Keep that. The next thing is live music. Something about live music awakens people, and you can't go wrong going to live music where you listen to things like opera and classical music. Even if the person is not really into opera and classical music, they're going to learn to appreciate the beauty, the art in it. Because I don't know anyone who's went to a live show dealing with anything like opera, ballet, or classical music, even jazz or blues or rock or whatever, don't appreciate it. And then it's a good way where you guys get to mingle, have fun, dance, and let your more adventurous, your inner child out. You can't go wrong with that. Then you can also go with number 5, a comedy club. But if you know that you have a girlfriend or you're a person that the chances are the comedian might pick on you, you want to sit all the way in the back. So comedy clubs, I went on a comedy club before. The worst thing about it, I only went to a comedy club once on a date, and the worst thing about it was the person wasn't funny. But the good thing about it was follow up after with a celebration party for, so it was more lively. But a comedy club is pretty cool, especially for somebody who really, really like to laugh. But I would suggest something more like an improv show would be better than going to a comedy because you can yell out and suggest things for them to, to play out for you. Other thing than comedy club is the zoo. The good thing about the zoo is you have a lot of places at the zoo where they do offer free days that you can go to. And they also have discounted days. But the good thing about the zoo is you get to talk about the animals, read on it, hold hands, have your go into like the little cafes they have, and you can make a full day about it. Or you can go to like great places like museums and things. That's pretty cool. I mean, those are things that not a lot of men or women go on their first few dates. So why not try it for your first few dates? Now, number 7 is bowling or playing pool. The thing I love about bowling and playing pool is more of a contact type of sport. You basically have the opportunity to talk, split, to like get witty with each other, talk a little shit with one another. Don't take it overboard, and don't be a sore loser. But men, let the women win and let them know, hey, I'm being nice, I'm letting you win. But don't say it like, yo, I'm being nice, I'm letting you win. Like, hey, say, you know, I'm being a gentleman, so I'm going to let you win. You know, be kind of cute about it. But the good thing about it is, like, you can actually get behind her, help position her in either bowling or pool. And you guys can, like, whisper in each other's ear, order drinks and talk. And that's a good contact sport. So you could be a good sport about it and make that be one of your first 2 to 3 days. Now, the next thing is, of course, an amusement park. The only bad thing about an amusement park is picking a place where you know the woman is not really into high rides. Don't push her. If you're a thrill seeker, don't push her into high rides, and don't leave her alone so you can go have your fun and getting into roller coasters, because that's not gentlemanlike and it's not cool. But the good thing about amusement park is it brings your inner kid out and you get to have fun. You get to do fun things that not a lot of adults do anymore, especially not on the first few dates. So you get to be more adventurous and you get to show your wild side. The last thing on the list of the top 10 date picks that you could do is scary movies. Only reason you don't take a woman to a scary movie is she's really not into it. But the good thing about it is, whether you're doing a scary movie at home or you're doing it at the theater, the good thing about it is you guys get to have that contact, just like with the pool and bowling. You guys get to get close with each other. She's going to jump all over you. It gives you a good excuse to, like, hold her so she feels protected, she feels secure, she feels safe, she feels like you're sincere, you're cool, you're romantic, you're being a gentleman, and all of that stuff. And it never hurts to make you look like that in front of a girl. So those are my top 10 things of top 10 date picks. Check it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Sharing is caring, and leaving a comment. So let me know what you think, and tell me what you think about some of the tips. Love ya. Bye.